Well, we're privileged today to be with Demetria Sparrow, who we have loved seeing the videos that she produces on her YouTube channel. They've been a great help to us in so many ways for all kinds of things, everything from picking the right foundation color to how to tuck. So there are amazing things on there. If you're trans and you need information, that is definitely a place to go. And welcome, Demetria. Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. So we just want to chat with you a little bit about your YouTube channel and share a little bit of information. So tell us a little bit about your YouTube channel and how long you've been working on that.
Sure. So it's actually going to be coming up in a year now. I started in June 2020 in lockdown, and apparently we're still in lockdown. So I've been doing nothing but YouTube videos. So I basically do beauty tutorials and sort of videos explaining sort of basics of beauty stuff, catering primarily towards trans women and male cross-dressers or anyone who wants to present themselves feminine. The issue was that I was having was when you basically are like a dude your entire life and then you transition, you kind of have a lack of knowledge on how to present in a totally different way. So I had no idea like what foundation was or blush or mascara, or what that weird lash curler was, or how to tuck in any way whatsoever. So I wanted to basically do this to help others and help myself as well, to help anyone to present themselves in the way that they want to. And the issue is when you have male body proportions, you kind of have to look at things kind of a certain way. And there are things that are going to affect you that cis women don't really have to deal with, like say facial hair, for example. I mean, women do have facial hair, but not to the same degree as trans women. So, I mean, that's going to affect your skincare. That's going to affect how you put on your makeup. So there's a ton of stuff that I wanted to figure out and be able to give people a hand on. So.
Very good. So what was the kind of the inspiration behind the whole thing? What made you decide to do a YouTube channel on it all?
I mean, I've always tried to do a YouTube channel, but I fail. Like the first one was like about Call of Duty, where I literally just film my TV, and then you hear this like 12-year-old going on. I've always wanted to have like some sort of creative outlet, but I mean, the main idea is to basically reach out to people and help people in terms of how they want to look and give them the tools necessary on how exactly they want to look and present. So, and also the thing is like personally, like I don't have like the best social skills. So I'm like really, really weird. And so I'm like, okay, maybe I can help people this way. This is how I can reach out to people. So maybe there's that too. So
we watched some of the channel, of course, right? Like everybody else who's, I'm sure people have seen it. And when I watch it, I can't help but be amazed at the volume of information that you present in each video. Like it must take you forever to pull all of that research together. Because I know you don't just talk about things that are related to you. You obviously have talked to other people who have different experiences and different needs to be able to answer questions for people who maybe have a different skin tone or other things that are different from you, right? So how long does it take you to put one of those videos together?
So I mean, it starts with, like research. I mean, a lot of it can come from personal experience, like, hey, this worked for me. But in terms of the research, like I've always tended to be kind of like a research kind of junkie. I like to study stuff and overanalyze questions and like all of that stuff. So, I mean, I try to research, like I've kind of made it a minimum because I kind of go overboard if I don't allow myself to just stop. So I've tried to do like 3 pages of like notes and just try to figure out like, okay, what is this article saying? What are these videos saying? And then you try to find like consistent messaging across. And so when it gets to the point where it's like, okay, every article I'm saying is saying that one line right there, then I'm like, okay, I've found something a little more universal. The thing is, like, I try to wish that the research was like the longest part, but like the editing is like really a big pain. So, I mean, I've tried to limit that as well because it's more about the content that I really am big on and like getting the information out to the people who watch it. So, I mean, sometimes I'm just waiting for it to render, and then it's like, okay, well, I spent this amount of time researching. So, yeah, I guess if you're looking for it, I don't know, like I try to do like 3 to 6 hours minimum on, especially something I don't know too much about. And then if it's something really important, like I think for tucking, to figure out like everything, I think that was probably like 20 hours of research, because I wanted to like not miss anything or provide like misinformation about, especially stuff concerning that area. I don't like to be really safe about it. So
yeah, and it must be a little disconcerting too, because I know some of those shots were, very bare.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, someone at my work saw that, and then it's like you can't tell with like a mask, and it's like they got the hard hat and the mask, and it's like I saw that video, it was good. I was like, right on. Yeah, that was a little scary.
You must have learned a lot through the videos as well, too, right? And all that research.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, obviously it's to help others, but I mean, obviously it's for my personal interest too. I want to figure out like how certain things work. Yeah, the one frustrating thing is like when you do like research and then you find out that the product you're using sucks and it's like not good, and then you're using it wrong, and it's like, oh, I don't even know how to apply this. I'm going to scoot this video a little later. So that's a little tough.
So how have people reacted? Like, if you got a lot of feedback from people who are watching the channel, and maybe from both, like the trans community and the cis community, of anybody who's seen it anyway, how have people been reacting to it?
I've mostly been getting a positive response. The thing is, I don't know when I'm going to get like the kind of more bigoted responses. When I get maybe a little bigger, you start to get like TERFs in there, or some like Republicans and weird stuff. So I'm kind of waiting for that to happen, but it actually hasn't happened yet. No, generally the response has been really good. Everyone says like, this has helped me out, and it's kind of like one of those videos I look towards to figure out how to do stuff. And I mean, that like makes my day. It's amazing. And one of the great things is you're kind of given the opportunity to learn about what other people are going through, like especially a lot of closeted people. And one of the weird things is, well, I guess it's not weird, but it's that a lot of them are, a lot older than me, and they're sort of telling me their experience of why they can't come out. And a part of me is like, I'm honored. But then on the other side, it's like, what would I tell this person who, as a spouse, has got kids, is in a more conservative area, and has like, a job to transition to? And it's like this is all stuff that, I didn't have to experience. And it's like, here's what I might do, but just fight the good fight, and I'm here for you. Because I feel like it'll be conceived for me to give you, like, I know the answer to your problems that I haven't experienced. But no, it's amazing to get to know people and get to know like-minded people, especially during lockdown too, where I've been driven crazy at this point to not socialize. So I think that's really been helpful for me, and I'm hoping it's been helpful for others. So.
Mm-hmm. How have people, have you encountered people in person? COVID's got us all locked down, so we don't get to see a lot of people in general. But I mean, you related somebody at work who watched one of the videos and how they reacted. Do you encounter that much with other people? There's a famous person now who's a YouTuber, and
No, it's kind of just like it's still in the like, you've shown it to your mom and they think you're a star sort of thing. So I mean, it's like, it's friends and family, and they're all really, really supportive, and that's awesome. Yeah, there was one person at my work who has seen them, and they think it's really, really cool. And they're like, "What are you doing here?" And I'm like, "Thanks, but it doesn't pay the bills, so I'm here." So there's that.
It's good that you're humble about it too. I'm sure there's a lot of people in the trans community that are really appreciating and watching it. I know you have, I think the last time I checked, you're almost at 700 subscribers, which is, that's a good number. So yeah,
Thanks.
you're getting up there. Yeah. So what's next for the channel? I mean, you're covering a lot of topics. Do you think you still got a lot of topics to go, or is there maybe a change coming or anything like that?
So I guess this is exclusive. What's coming next? No, I basically am going to do a new setup with a new camera and background. I've got some new lighting that I got to do, new mic because the mic is really bad. But in terms of the content, there is a lot of stuff that I feel like I haven't tackled quick enough, like breast forms and wigs for one thing. I think that's probably a big thing a lot of people don't talk about that I feel like I got to cover. So there's those two things. I'd say, well, actually the video at this time of this recording is one about traction alopecia, that my hairline actually is receded from wearing ponytails all the time. So I talk about a little bit of that. And I think the big thing I want to tackle is actual products that people can access and that I can recommend. Because with the foundation video, I'm like, okay, here's all of these things that, to look for in a foundation, but there's so many brands out there, so many types of foundations that, the average person is going to get overwhelmed. And so, say for a sunscreen video that I'm doing for face sunscreen, I research a bunch of like products because it's like, even for me, it's like, okay, I know what this will do for my skin. I know how to apply it with makeup, but it's like, okay, what actual product can I go out and buy, right? That'll help my skin type or will help with these needs. So I want to focus a lot more on that instead of just leaving it really broad. So yeah, main stuff that will help trans women, like breast forms, wigs, and talking was a really big one, and products that people can access that are like tangible. So those are the big things that are coming up.
Well, we look forward to some amazing things coming up. And thank you for sharing with us today and for meeting with us. We're a little bit starstruck because, you're just one of those people that we keep going and checking on YouTube. So we appreciate you coming and joining us on our channel. Yeah, thank you very much.
No, yeah, and I'm honored to be here. Thanks so much for having me.